Hello dear students. Today we are going to start next topic, simple interest. This is also application of percentage, that is we can also use percentage while calculating simple interest. Here is a conversation between Clonedek and Robonum. Clonedek is saying, "Hey Robonum, I uh, I I now know about a lot of things, but the problem we had when we started is still there. How does money earn money?" He's saying that how does money earn money? How we can earn money by money? Then Robinum say, "Oh, money earns money by means of interest. We can earn money by means of interest through money." Then Clonidec says, "Interest, what is that? What is the meaning of interest? The extra money that you pay back on the sum borrowed or that you receive when you invest is called interest. This is the meaning of interest. The extra money that you pay back on the sum borrowed or that you receive when you invest is called interest. If we deposit some money in the bank, then we get extra money on that amount deposited. That amount is called interest. So the money that you pay back on the sum borrowed or that you receive when you invest, it is called interest. Then Clonidec says, "Okay, now I get it. If I borrow money from a bank or moneylender, I have to pay interest apart from the sum borrowed. Similarly, if I deposit money in a bank, I will get interest on the money deposited." Yes, you are right. Let's see the following example. There is an example. Sahil borrowed an amount of 700 rupees. He paid back 800 rupees. He borrowed amount of 700 rupees, but he pay back 800 rupees. This 800 rupees includes the borrowed amount 700 rupees along with an additional amount of 100 rupees. After 2 years, he borrows some money, that is 700 rupees, for 2 years, and after 2 years he pay back 800 rupees. That is 700 is the amount that he borrowed and 100 rupees is additional amount, that is it is interest. Calculate the interest paid by Sahil. So 100 rupees is the interest. Here 700 rupees is amount that Sahil borrowed and additional 100 rupees using the money. He paid this 100 rupees for using the money for 2 years. Here the amount borrowed, that is rupees 700, is known as principal. The money that we borrow, it is known as principal. The extra money given by Sahil, that is 100 rupees, is called the simple interest or interest. We call it simple interest, or we can also say it interest. The total money rupees 100 given by Sahil at the end of 2 years is called the amount. The total money, that is 800 rupees, 700 plus 100. This is called amount that he pay back at the end of 2 years. So amount is equal to principal plus interest. Amount is equal to principal plus interest. So we get the formula that amount is always equal to principal plus interest. If we add principal and the amount of interest, then we get amount. So 800 is equal to 700 plus 100. Next is rate of interest. The interest that is charged per 100 rupees of the principal for an year is called the rate of interest in per annum. For example, if we borrow money at the rate of 10% per annum, if we borrow money at the rate of 10% per annum, annum means year, for 1 year, it means we have to pay rupees 10 as interest on every 100 rupees borrowed for each year. If the total period is 2 years, then we have to pay 2 into 10 is equal to 20 rupees, because rate of interest is 10%. So for every 100 rupees, 10 rupees will be charged as interest. So this is rate of interest. Rate of interest 10% per annum can also be written as 10% PA. PA means per annum. This is called rate of interest. The amount of interest you pay depends on, the amount of interest that we pay depend on the following things: the money you borrowed, called the principal; the rate of interest per annum, that is rate R%; the time for which the money is borrowed, T in years. We said T. Principal is called P, rate of interest is written as R%, and time is written as T. It is in years. Let's try to write general relation to find interest for 1 year. Take P as principal, R% as rate percent per annum. Now we will use unitary method to find the formula for simple interest. How we can find simple interest on the given amount, uh, and also if it is given that this is rate percent and time is also given and we are also given the amount borrowed, then how can we find simple interest on that amount? So here we will use unitary method to find the formula for simple interest. On every 100 rupees borrowed, the interest paid for 1 year is R rupees. Let it be R rupees. Then on every 1 rupees borrowed, then interest will be equal to R by 100. On rupees P borrowed, if we borrow rupees P, then the interest will be equal to R upon 100 multiply P. Here we have used unitary method. So it will be equal to P into R by 100. P into R by 100. If a principal P is taken for a period of T years, it is for 1 year, but if time is for T years, then it will be equal to P into R into T by 100. So simple interest will be equal to P into T into R by 100, and amount we already know, it is equal to P plus simple interest, that is principal plus simple interest. So these are the two formulas. This formula is to find simple interest and this is to find amount after the time for which we have borrowed money. And other formulas which are derived from simple interest formulas are P is equal to simple interest multiply 100 by T into R. We have derived this formula from this formula. If we want to find principal, then we can take these things to left hand side. So it will be equal to P is equal to simple interest into 100 over T into R. Similarly, we can derive formula for R and T. Now there are some examples. Richa borrowed 2000 rupees at the rate of 5% per annum for 2 years. Find the simple interest and amount she has to pay. This is principal amount, this is rate of interest, and this is time. So we are given P, R and T, principal, rate and time. These things are given and we have to find simple interest. So we will use formula to find simple interest, that is P into T into R by 100. Now we put values. P is 2000, T is 2 years and R is 5 by 100. So after cancellation we get rupees 200. So 200 rupees is rate, simple interest, and now we will find amount. So amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. Principal is 2000 and simple interest is 200. So we get 2200. So amount that Richa will pay is equal to rupees 2200. Next example is Rohit borrowed 4500 rupees and returned 5715 rupees after 3 years. He borrowed this amount, so this is principal, but he returned rupees 5715 after 3 years. So this is amount. This is principal and this is amount. This is time. 3 years is time. So we are given principal, time and amount. These things we are given. Calculate the rate of interest per annum that he paid. Here we have to find rate of interest. So firstly we will find simple interest by using this formula because amount is given. So we will use formula of amount. Amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. Then put values. Amount is 5,715 rupees. Principal is 4,500 and simple interest is not given. So we will write it as it is. Then find simple interest. 4,500 will be taken to left hand side. Then we get simple interest is equal to 1,215. Now we have to find rate of interest. So to find rate of interest, we will use formula of simple interest because we know what is simple interest. So simple interest is equal to principal into time into rate by 100. Simple interest is this. Principal is 4,500. Time is 3 years. Rate is not given. So we will write it as R over 100. Then here we will find value of R. Then after cancellation we get R is equal to 9%. So rate of interest is 9% per annum. In next question we have to find time. In how many years will 3,600 amount to rupees 4,320 at 8% per annum simple interest? We are given this is principal, this is amount, and this is rate of interest. So now we can find, firstly we have to use formula of amount because amount is given. So amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. Then after putting values we get simple interest is equal to 720 rupees. Now we will substitute these values in formula of simple interest. Simple interest is equal to P into R into T by 100. So after putting values we will get value of T, that is 2.5 years. So in this way we can find value of simple interest, rate of interest, or time. Next example is in 2017 the ratio of rental incomes of Rajan and Sahil was 1:4. We are given their incomes ratio, that is 1:4. Next year Sahil's income increased by 8%. Next year Sahil's income increased by 8%. Rajan borrowed the increased amount from Sahil at the rate of 10% per annum. The increased amount, increased income is borrowed by Rajan at the rate of 10% per annum. If Rajan's rental income was rupees 50,000, we are given that Rajan's rental income is 50,000 rupees. Find the amount that Rajan will have to return to Sahil after 2 years. So we have to find amount that he has to return after 2 years. Then firstly we are given ratios of incomes of Rajan and Sahil. It is 1:4. Let rental income of Rajan be X, then rental income of Sahil will be equal to 4x. And we are also given Rajan's rental income and it is 50,000 rupees. Rental income of Rajan is 50,000. Then we can put value of X. So it will be value of X because Rajan's income is X and it is also given that it is 50,000. So we can find value of rental income of Sahil by putting value of X. So it will be 4 into 50,000. So it is 2 lakh. It will be equal to 2 lakh. Rental income of Sahil is 2 lakh. And then we are given that Sahil's income is increased by 8%. Sahil's income is increased by 8% and it is borrowed by Rajan at rate of interest of 10%. 10% rate of interest पे राजन साहिल की इनकम को बोरो कर लेता है. Then increase in rental income of Sahil after 1 year. It is given that it will be 8%. It is 8%. 8% of Sahil's income. So 8% of Sahil's income is 2 lakh. 8% of 2 lakh. This is increase in rental income. So now we will find its value. 8 by 100 into 2 lakh. Then it is 16,000 rupees. So increase in rental income of Sahil after 1 year is 16,000 rupees. According to question, Rajan borrow this amount, that is 16,000 rupees. Rajan borrow this 16,000 rupees at 10% per annum for 2 years. He borrow it for 2 years. So now it will become principal amount because he borrow 16,000 rupees. So it is principal amount. Rate of interest is given as 10% per annum and time is 2 years. So now we can find simple interest. So simple interest is equal to 3200. By using this formula, we can find simple interest and it is equal to 3200, 3200. But we have to find the amount that he will pay after 2 years. So amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. So put values. Principal is 16,000 and simple interest is 3200. So adding this, we get 19,200. So this is the amount that he will pay after 2 years to Sahil. So this is simple interest, and here is practice on 5 that you can easily do. Thank you.